Time is everything in editing. Now, we're not just talking about the pacing of a scene, we're also talking about the compression of events that happened in the raw footage to make it look like they happened in real time. Now, in observational or reality TV style filmmaking, the interesting things that happen in, say, a 3-minute scene so often take place over a much longer duration. So in this episode of Watch Me Edit, I'm going to show you a rough assembly of an observational documentary scene full of time compression errors and edit it into a fine cut that is good enough to show to a director. Okay, let's set the scene up. This is Tony. Tony is a Californian photographer who is in London working on his fine art photography book. Now, what's interesting about Tony is that he shoots a very unique type of photograph. He only shoots at that magic cinematic hour of dawn. So he gets the amazing light, but he also shoots these famous locations when no one is there and they're completely empty. A rare circumstance in any major city. Now, the problem is, on this morning's shoot, the light looks awful. Like so many London mornings in the winter, it's flat, it's grey, and to be perfectly honest, it's miserable. So the whole scene is about what he does as a photographer when he doesn't have that beautiful dawn light. So I've done a rough pull of the footage and got it down onto the timeline. It's about 4 minutes long, so let's go and take a look.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago. Makes all the difference. Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3 or 4 times, and I think I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, which is just kind of graphical, compositional, I mean. And if I can get all these stray elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice. I mean, this is what you do when the lighting's not fantastic, like it's not today. I was hoping we'd get some breaks in the clouds, but it's not fantastic. So you go with what you got and you work on composition. You go with what you got and you work with composition. If you don't have good light, compose better. That's basically it. What I need is to be a foot taller.
Say that again?
So what I need is to be a foot taller. I want wicked depth of field, so I'm gonna put this on 22. And I'm gonna guess, oh, I'm not gonna guess, I'm gonna use my light meter. I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 22 at 60. Dun dun dun. I'll put this on 60. Fucking 22. What? Whoa. Okay, look at the sky here. It's 2 stops off. Just being hopeful instead of smart. Oh, look. There's a break in the clouds, man.
So say that again.
There's a break in the clouds. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this. And do one overexposed. Because I hope I like that one later.
So, what's wrong? Well, it's got all the classic problems of an assembly edit. It's incredibly rough, it's way too long, the shot flow is all over the place, the timing is erratic to say the least, and there's duplications and non-essential content in there as well. But there's definitely a scene in there. It's just a bit of a mess right now and needs some care and attention. Now, will it make it into the final film? Who knows? That's up to the director, but it's our job as editors to make it as good as it can be. So, let's start cutting. Let's just start playing through. Okay, so there's the establishing shot.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building.
The sync's great because he's setting up the scene. Here's where we are, here's what's going on, but look at the picture.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting.
So the key question is, where does it start getting good? And I would say it's probably
GLA building.
And there's a stutter there as well. So
GLA building.
let's come out to about there. All of that there can go. And this is what I'll do when I'm doing this first pass of an observational scene. Once you've done the assembly, is you just want to keep the good dialogue. And now we have to hide that. So let's just make sure that this dialogue is working.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the
this is a stutter down here.
GLA.
Not a stutter, just a repetition.
GLA. We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago.
Okay, that's good. So now we can feed this underneath here.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago.
Okay, that kind of works. So we've cut out all that bad camera work. We've fed in what I call gelling, underlaying underneath the establishing shot, the initial dialogue. Let's see where we are now. Okay, so we can see from the waveform, this is more of a kind of cutaway, an observational cutaway than an interesting dialogue line.
Makes all the difference. Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here.
Okay, so essentially these 3 shots here, these are the kind of classic things you would do in an observational assembly, is that you would put in your observational B-roll and you'll position that to basically hide a lot of the errors that come from compressing all of this dialogue down. So this line here should follow to this line here. So essentially these 3 here are basically cutaways. So I'm going to label them like so they're obvious. There's nothing really in the audio there we want. So let's just move that away there and strip these out. Okay, so yeah, let's move this back and check this sync cut here. Is this kind of working?
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago. Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3 or 4 times, and
Okay, so there's a bit of weirdness going on in the camera work there.
yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3 I knew.
The camera operator hasn't really made up their mind there. They're just sort of trying stuff out. So I will probably just take that out. And that, doing something like this, putting this hole in there and just using, one of your tools to slide it back and forth, it lets you know what you got to fill. So you got 1 second and 15 frames. That's too short for a shot, but it lets you know when you're starting to select stuff in terms of the B-roll to hide this, how much you got to fill. So this look.
Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here.
Okay, so let's turn that off and then we'll just have a look at this B-roll.
I think I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a
Yeah, he says, I've spotted a really nice shot. So I kind of want some physical movement that's going to match that. And he does this little thing. I'm not sure about the leaning up and down, on one knee, but he's sort of looking there. Look at his head. He's sort of going like that. I've spotted, if we time that, I've spotted a really nice shot. That might be
bit
nice.
different.
So let's wait till his leg comes up. And let's get rid of that.
A bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these.
That's quite nice. Let's see what else goes on in the shot. I mean, that second half there is potential as well. What's going on with it? That might be nice. Let's try that. And we can slide it over there. Okay, let's have a look at this, see what we think.
Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3 or 4 times.
Okay, so I think his head movement it's a bit, would we get away with that? Let's maybe try the second half. Let's get rid of our magnet thing.
Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot.
That might work there. Because if we look at his positioning there, he's sort of looking down. I'm not sure I like
Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot.
Oh, that might be, yeah, that's kind of work. Let's look at that. Let's watch it from the start. I'll watch it. We'll play it full screen, see if we can see anything.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago. Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3 or 4 times, and
Pretty good. I think that works. We've kind of hidden a lot of the errors that are happening with the compression, and we got a lot of the physical movement right as well. And of course, the B-roll is, illustrating what he's kind of saying at that moment in the sync. I've spotted a really nice shot. So let's see where this shot ends. Where do we want to cut it?
4 times, and I think I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, which is just kind of graphical.
Okay, so it's moving around a little bit, zooming in, going up and down. It's kind of interesting. Let's move these down here a bit.
Compositional, I mean. And if I can get all...
It's a lot of dead space there, you see? A lot of these kind of like pockets of time where nothing's happening that we want to kind of speed it up a bit.
straight elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice. I mean, this is what you do.
Okay. Let's get rid of that there. Let's draw a line underneath that. Let's say, right, look, we've got a big dead space in here. So let's just look at this performance.
Compositional, I mean. And if I can get all the lighting stuff.
So we just do a sync cut first and then look at the state of the pictures. And then, we've got these two bits of B-roll here. We'll have a look at the performance.
3-4 times, and I think I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, with 4 times, and I think I found a shot that's
Big space there.
a bit different. A bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, which is just kind of graphical, compositional. I mean, and if I can get all these straight elements out, oh, that's minimal.
Okay. So what we got here? So his legs start moving, which I noticed that his legs, he's sort of moving around. So if we can match the feet movement to him moving around in the other shot, it might be something that could work.
That's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, which is just kind of graphical, compositional. I mean, and she's in positional. I mean, and if I can get all these straight elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice. I mean, compositional. I mean, and if I can get all the lighting.
See if we can take that like there.
Compositional. I mean, and
Let's just look at his movement here because it's kind of interesting.
compositional. I mean, and
Okay, so he starts to move around about here.
and
So he's already moving. So we don't want to start it when he's not moving. We kind of want to start it when he's already moving. Let's try that.
compositional. I mean, and if I can get all these straight elements.
This looks like it can work. So let's just watch it from the start.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago. Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3-4 times, and I think I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, which is just kind of graphical, compositional. I mean, and if I can get all these straight elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice.
Okay, there's a lot of movement there, but that's already compressing down the sync, and we're kind of matching a lot of the movement. It doesn't have to be 100% correct, but it looks like it should have happened in real life. But I think that's good for a draft. Are there things that we could do to it that would make it better? Yeah, but we're trying to cut this 4 minutes down to like 3 minutes or even 2 minutes on this first pass, and take out all these kind of pockets of empty space and compress them together. And at the same time, certainly matching the movement that the character is going through, which, it hides a lot. But then when we come out of the foot shot, what you'll notice is it's a long, long pull focus.
All these straight elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice.
There's a lot of movement. It's quite busy. Let's just check in the rushes to see if we've got any other shots, like a close-up or something like that,
Doing
where he's not
these
talking.
lately, which is just kind of
No. And the lights changed there. What else have we got in here? Oh, hold on. What's that?
what I need is to be a foot taller.
Again?
So what I need,
See, that's kind of nice. Because we could go from the close-up of the feet to this. Maybe when he's just bringing it up and down. Let's have a look at that.
and if I can get all these straight elements out, I think it'd be good.
That's where it kind of gets nice again. So let's do that old trick here of putting that there, then lets us know.
And if I can get all these.
Take that down there.
What I need is to be a foot taller. Because if I spend too much time with it,
Obviously, we can't use the wider shot because we'll see him
spend too
talk.
much time with it, I start to get bored and go, there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's nothing here.
That's quite nice. 3 seconds. See what happens there. Okay, so we've used that before.
Compositional, I mean. And if I can get all these straight elements, all that air.
Coming a bit later.
If I can get all these straight elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice. It'd be kind of nice. I think it'd be kind of nice.
We could actually hide that there.
Get all these straight elements out. I think it'd be kind of nice.
So obviously we don't want to come in back on that one. Let's see what happens if we just got a little breath at the start there.
Positional, I mean. And if I can get all these straight elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice.
That's kind of working. That could probably cut straight away. Let's have a look at that. Let's get rid of that so we can just focus on that.
Positional, I mean. And if I can get all these straight elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice. I mean, this is what.
So the camera position there and there, it happens at such high speed. His hand's in a different place, but I don't think the audience is going to notice that. Let's watch from the start and see how it flows. We'll watch it full screen.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago. Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3 or 4 times, and I think I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, which is just kind of graphical, compositional, I mean. And if I can get all these straight elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice. I mean, this is what you do when...
Looking really good. There's a cut here I don't like.
Shot that's a bit different.
Maybe if we can roll this over just the video, let's see what happens. What's happening in this shot there? It goes right up. Let's just take the maximum amount, even if it's a few frames. Maybe that could work.
I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately.
You know, in essence, a lot of observational reality work is, if you're changing frame sizes to a similar position, you can oftentimes get away with it. Not sure I still like that cut, but we can come back and fix that later. In essence, the whole of this compression is really working so far. Let's see, how far is this shot good? When does it stop becoming good?
Nice. I mean, this is what you do when the lighting's not fantastic, like it's not today. I was hoping we get some breaks in the clouds, but it's not fantastic. So you go with what you got and you work on composition. You go with what you got and you work with composition. If you don't have good light, compose better.
Okay, so there's a lot going on in the sync there. There's some repetition. What's the sync that we like? This is the line we like.
If you don't have good light, not fantastic. So you go with what you got and you work.
You go with what you got.
Not fantastic. So
then the camera goes a bit wobbly there. So where does it stop being wobbly, and where does he put the camera on? There, maybe that will work.
So if you don't have good light, compose better.
Kind of works. The audience will accept a little bit of time movement in between cuts if the shots are stable and also the dialogue seems seamless, as though it could have happened in real life.
today. I was hoping we get some breaks in the clouds, but it's not fantastic. So if you don't have good light, compose better. So
Another little trick sometimes is to just drag that over and see what happens.
if you don't have
No,
so
let's try the other way.
if you don't have good light, compose better. It's basically it.
Okay, so now we've got another little issue here because this, it's not an issue. Do we even need this? What is this? I'm going to dump that. Get rid of that. I'll memorize it first. This is a non-sync B-roll, but there's no audio in there. So let's get rid of the audio. And look, he's moving forward here. So we can take that movement.
Basically it.
And that's our previous shot as well that we stole, isn't it? Is there any good sync underneath here?
What I need is to be a foot taller.
Again?
So what I need is to be a foot taller.
See, that's kind of cute. I like that. It's humorous. It shows his, his light-hearted side. So I think we'll keep that in. But we can mesh the movement here. So where's the velocity between both shots where he starts off in one and then we cut to the other one? It's kind of mid-movement. Maybe about there. Let's mark an endpoint there. And let's just get him moving a bit so that the velocity between the movement matches.
Compose better. It's basically it.
He looks like he's sort of starting. We want to probably come in a bit later than that.
It's basically it.
That kind of works. So what's going to come in here? This movement seems to be working with the cut. A lot of this stuff is matching similar, as you can see, it's matching similar movement and compressing out these pockets of time. But, I think this is working so far for a next pass. Okay, so
What I need is to be a foot taller. So if you don't have good light, compose better. It's basically it.
Okay, so what I think we've got here is I think we need a little space here. I think he needs to end this. So let's just have him a bit of silence in here. So let's just match frame the audio and put it back in again. Just that little bit there. Get rid of that out point there. Okay. So what else we got? Now, this is interesting here. We've already used this shot, but we like the audio.
What I need is to be a foot taller.
Again?
So what I need is to be a foot taller.
Okay, so which performance do we like?
So what I need is taller.
Again?
So what I need is to be a foot taller.
I like the first one, actually.
What I need is to be a foot taller.
And I like the little natural laugh afterwards. The second one feels a bit contrived. Again? So I'm going to get rid of this. Let's strip this out. Get rid of that. We don't want that. Well, I know. Right, so we like this audio, so we need a shot to put that under. So we've had this little moment here.
It's basically it.
Okay, so let's just look through this bit. So we know we like this piece of sync, but we've already used the shot. The second performance doesn't look as great. And he's saying, what I need is to be a foot taller. And then what's interesting about this shot is that you see the tripod is pretty much the size of Tony here. So he looks through, and look, he's on his tiptoes there. And then he looks away. Now, this might be a really good opportunity to show you a technique which we kind of use in the pro world all the time. I just extended that. Now look at this. He looks up and then he looks away. So we can't see his lips move. That's interesting. So let's time that. From there to there. What is that? 1 second, 17 frames. Plus he's quite far away.
What I need is to be a foot taller.
Get rid of the laugh. So what's the essence of that? Right, what is that? 124. Very similar. Let's try it out.
What I need is to be a foot taller.
I think you'll get away with that. Maybe if we reposition it slightly.
What I need is to be a foot taller.
It could have happened while he wasn't, while you can't see his lips move. This is a classic thing. You see it all the times in drama and reality and observational. You're utilizing that space because you can pretty much insert everything or underlay everything if you can't see the character's lips move. It happens all the times with reaction and counter-reaction in drama as well. So let's just cut this down and watch it all together to see if it flows. So where does it come in here? He's kind of struggling with. Put that in there. Tied it up. It's a bit of kind of physical action, really.
What I need is to be a foot taller.
I think that kind of works. It's a cheat. Obviously, it's a cheat. But you really start to look at performance and movement within the character in a very different way when you're cutting observational work. So you're looking to compress down as much as possible so that you're hiding a lot of these things. Because, it happens over such a long period of time. And if you just left it as it did, every TV show would be 50 hours long and not very interesting.
It's basically it.
Let's watch it from the start, see what happens.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago. Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3 or 4 times, and I think I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, which is just kind of graphical, compositional, I mean. And if I can get all these stray elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice. I mean, this is what you do when the lighting's not fantastic, like it's not today. I was hoping we'd get some breaks in the clouds, but it's not fantastic. So if you don't have good light, compose better. It's basically it. What I need is to be a foot taller.
Definitely works. It's hidden, but also we've got this kind of lead up of like him struggling with the height of the camera to get his perfect shot that he wants. So I think that really works, actually. It's really nice. Let's carry on.
I want wicked depth of field, so I'm gonna put this on 22. And I'm gonna guess. Oh, I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna use my light meter. I could guess though. I'm gonna guess.
This is all a bit wobbly. The camera work is, it just looks a bit unstable. It doesn't look clean and cinematic. You know, when you're doing observational work, you can do pull focuses and zooming in and out and stuff like that, but it's got to look fluid and deliberate, whereas this just looks a bit chaotic.
I'm gonna guess 22 at 60. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun.
Okay, so we might be able to pull the same trick here because we've got, you know, look at this chunk here. It's 28 seconds. We can't have that 28 seconds of him thinking and, you know, in a scene like this.
I want wicked depth of field, so I'm gonna put this on 22. And I'm gonna guess. Oh, I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna use my light meter.
Okay, so zooms in, puts this thing down. Now, he turns away from the camera. So what audio do we like and what video do we like?
I could guess though. Let's say.
I could guess though. That we don't want.
I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 20. I'm gonna guess 22 at.
So look at this dead space here. There's pockets of time here we just don't want.
60. 60.
Do we want the sniff at the end?
60. 60.
It might add a little bit of authenticity.
60. Dun, dun, dun.
Now there it comes back in. So let's look at this. You can cut to a shot and it's pull focuses back in. That's totally acceptable. But if it's pull focusing and doing it for a long time, you got probably half a second to a second to cut to a shot and it pull focuses in. That's fine.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, I'm going to move all this stuff down to this lower channel here because this is a bit of a situation.
I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 22 at 60. Dun, dun.
Right, I'm going to get rid of those two. Now, what comes after that? Let's have a look. No. No.
Dun, dun, dun.
So,
I could guess though. I'm gonna guess.
right, where does he stop? Where can you not see his lips move? Here, probably. Around there. So we can start there. And the key question is this compressed enough? Is there any fat on the bone down here?
I could guess though. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess 22 at.
Let's cut that down.
I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 20.
Even a few frames is handy at this moment.
I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 22 at 60.
Right. Is this going to be enough to cover it? Probably not. So he needs to come back in on dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. 60. Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, we'll take out the sniff.
60. I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 22 at 60. Dun, dun, dun.
Pretty good. We still got this hole here though. So what can we fill that with?
I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 22 at 60. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
We're locked into the audio. Let's have a look, see how this feels.
I want wicked. I want no.
Shape a bit off there.
I want wicked depth of field. So
Now, what we could do here is we can do a little overlay here. Sometimes if you overlay and the characters, he's not talking in one shot, it's a kind of like, it's a new cut that's kind of emerged in the last 10 years, really, which I kind of love. So maybe let's see if we could, as long as he doesn't start talking.
I want wicked depth of.
Yeah, he's starting to talk. Okay, so that doesn't work.
I want no.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the cut. You go about that. But it's an interesting idea. You always got to try these things, what's going on in the outgoing and incoming of the brushes, It's worth a try. You never know.
I want wicked depth of field, so I'm gonna put this on 22. I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 22 at 60. Dun dun dun.
Pretty well hidden. I think that works. A little bit of messiness. He's turning around. It's fine. He's going down and doing a job. I think we get away with it, Okay, so let's remind ourselves of what we've got left.
I'll put this on 60. Fucking 22. What? Whoa. Okay, I'm looking at the sky here. That's 2 stops off.
Okay, so there's a lot of duplicated content here. Certainly, the camera operator is zooming in and out, just to make, just to make it possible to cut. A good actuality camera operator will always give you options. So they're constantly thinking about the coverage and the sequential nature of everything that's going on and moving around shot sizes so it makes it easier to cut. So let's just trim this right down because it's just way too long.
60. Fucking 22.
Okay, there is good. So we ideally want to cut to a closer shot of him with the hand up now.
Whoa.
I think that second one. Maybe there. The camera's a bit wobbly there. Let's see how that cuts. Maybe go before he goes up. Don't use the, whoa, what's going on there? Oh, that's my track selection stuff. Let's go maybe, yeah, let's cut from there.
Fucking 22.
Give it a beat. It's just a bit distracting around the cut. There's a couple of frames of like movement.
Fucking 22.
That's better. You can start, certainly when you've got loads of crash zooms in and out, if you're going from a mid like this, and then you can cut to a wide and then zoom out again, that's perfectly acceptable. You see that all the time in reality TV shows. So I think that's great. And he would just sort of compress this whole area down because there's some good stuff in there where he basically messes up the light meter reading from his prediction, but it's not as exhilarating as, 28 seconds worth.
Okay, I'm looking at the sky here. That's 2 stops off.
Out, maybe.
Just being hopeful instead of smart.
Okay, that's kind of interesting. What do we think?
Just
This bit here is longer.
being hopeful instead of smart.
And then it goes down. And look, there's a kind of natural movement here of like, hey, we're going down now. The camera's sort of panning down, panning and tilting down. And hopeful instead of smart might be a nice punctuation point, a short piece of sync to end that section. And this is nice. So that's great. So does he say any nice sync underneath this? What's going on at the end here? Let's have a look. That's more of a cutaway. What's this sync cluster down here?
Oh, look. There's a break in the clouds, man. Say that again? There's a break in the clouds. Oh, I like it.
Yeah, it didn't go anywhere. Now, so this is just a cutaway, really. That's kind of nice. Let's take that. Don't want that.
Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this. And do one overexposed.
I just want to kind of pick up the energy from it because it's all sort of like the energy's gone down now.
Well, I hope I like that one later.
You know, sometimes it's nice to end a scene on a a quick outline like this, one short line.
Wow.
Because he turns around, he sort of goes from there to there. So all of this, definitely not.
And do one overexposed.
Let's cut that out. That's a big chunk. 16 seconds.
Oh, I like it.
Let's tidy all this up here.
Smart.
And we've got a duplication in shot size here. So I think we're going to cut that out and we're going to put this up here.
Oh, hello.
That's going to work for sure.
Instead of smart. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot.
He says it a bit too quick though when we cut to it.
Oh, I like it.
We want the audience to notice the shot because this is the first time we've actually seen the shot, and then he sees it. So I think we'll probably want a bit more, a bit of a pause. You know, when you got something like that let the audience see the shot first, then the judgment comes in. That would be my rule there. So we're just going to need some atmos in there somewhere. Let's see if we can steal it from here.
Instead of smart. Take a photo. Oh, I like.
No. Camera operator starts talking. So we can't steal that there. See what happens before here. No.
Dramatic.
I'm going to have to steal it from somewhere else. What about here? No, we got the clicking noise. How much have we got here? That's, that's 24 frames. So let's get a really silent bit. Can't hear clothes rustling or maybe that bit there. Let's steal that. It's just a rough mix.
Instead of smart. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. And
we got a click noise there at the end, haven't we?
I like it a lot.
Let's get rid of that. And again, what's on this side? Nothing. Bit of editor's luck there.
It a lot. And
all right. Let's get rid of that.
Smart.
Right, let's just see if this movement works down.
Smart.
It's not really finished, is it? Let's just see if we can extend it a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
It's a bit of a zoom out at the start, though. Maybe I'm going to just take that. See if it's a bit more fluid without that zoom in at the start.
Smart.
That's better.
I like it. I like it a lot. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this.
Do we want the end?
And yeah, I'm going to. Right.
We'll take the end out, but I like the yeah because he's kind of reiterating what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this. I hope I like that one later.
That's quite nice. Let's watch that run in there from around here, from the second. Can you see the lips move? Cheat. We'll watch it full screen.
I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 22 at 60. Dun dun dun. I'll put this on 60. Fucking 22. Okay, look at the sky here. It's 2 stops off. Just being hopeful instead of smart. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Well, I hope I like that one later.
It's pretty good. So let's do a final pass. Now let's look at the duration. 1:58. We were over 4 minutes. So we've literally cut it in half. Is it completely fine-tuned? Does it have music? No. But it's a lot more fluid. We've hidden a lot of things. So let's just see if we like it. We'll go back and watch it from the start.
We're South Bank, and I'm shooting east towards the GLA building. Sunrise 3 minutes ago. Yeah, I spotted a really nice shot. I've been out here 3 or 4 times, and I think I found a shot that's a bit different. I've been doing quite a few of these lately, which is just kind of graphical, compositional, I mean. And if I can get all these stray elements out, I think it'd be kind of nice. I mean, this is what you do when the lighting's not fantastic, like it's not today. I was hoping we'd get some breaks in the clouds, but it's not fantastic. So, if you don't have good light, compose better. It's basically it. What I need is to be a foot taller. I want wicked depth of field, so I'm gonna put this on 22. And I'm gonna guess, I'm not gonna guess, I'm gonna use my light meter. I could guess though. I'm gonna guess 22 at 60. Dun dun dun. I'll put this on 60. Fucking 22. Okay, look at the sky here. It's 2 stops off. Just being hopeful instead of smart. Oh, I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and take this. Well, I hope I like that one later.
Okay, not too bad. Let's sum up. If you've enjoyed this Watch Me Edit, dear friend, then you'll love this thing I designed for your cutting room. I call it the periodic table of editing terminology. 50 of the most used creative terms used in pro edit suites in a beautifully designed film poster. You can download it right now by clicking the link below and heading on over to insidetheedit.com. We've used a bunch of very useful creative editing techniques to fine-tune this cut, including the infamous "can you see the lips move" technique, which can cover a multitude of sins. All of them converge into one overall narrative skill in this particular genre of filmmaking, We are utilizing time and space on the timeline in the most efficient way while giving the illusion that it all happened in real time for the audience. How many times can I say time in one sentence? Now, the interesting thing is that all of these creative editing techniques can be used in everything from drama to entertainment to online content to observational documentaries. They're literally everywhere because fundamentally, at its heart, a large percentage of long-form editing is about correcting the errors inherent within the constructed nature of filmmaking itself. So, next time you're taking an assembly or rough cut and working it into a fine cut, go and start looking at these spaces, these empty pockets of time within your sequence, and ask yourself, can I utilize this space, or is this space adding to the scene? Now, it is a balancing act. If there's too many time spaces in an observational scene, it can feel empty. But if there's not enough, it can feel claustrophobic, rushed, or worst of all, fake. It's a balancing act, so it's gotta feel real. But here's the final point. These techniques are nothing to do with the specific software you're using. We can use them on any software. More importantly, they are the creative storytelling skills that high-end productions expect us to know. You can memorize all the buttons and shortcuts in your edit software you want, but that alone is never gonna get you a job cutting a long-form project. So, write down these techniques, practice them repeatedly, and you'll be astonished by how quickly your scenes improve. Thank you for your kind attention, dear friend. My name's Paddy Bird, and this is Inside the Edit.